It is June and almost the 4th of July, and I have these Candleglow bulbs by Tru-Tone on my front steps. And I love these bulbs, and I've had them on since Christmas. They dim so they're not so bright, but because it's almost the 4th of July, I'm gonna put some red, white, and blue bulbs in. I don't yet know if I'm going to use some Classicolor or some Jeweltone. And right here I have red. So I'm gonna decide which ones I like better, the Classicolor or the Jeweltone. So let's look at these real quick before we put them on. So if you've watched my channel anytime around the winter or the holidays, you would know that I really like these Tru-Tone bulbs. And here I have Jeweltone and Classicolor, and they are an LED bulb that is supposed to mimic an incandescent bulb, and I think it does a really good job. So I've been putting these on my house for the last couple of years. And so here I have a Jeweltone, and these are the ones that you can see through. And then these are the Classicolor, and they are the solid color. So these are the red and red. So I'm gonna put red, white, and blue around my front steps for this 4th of July. However, because they're so expensive, if I can use them throughout the year, I really want to, so they're not just sitting in my garage the rest of the year until Christmas. So they definitely have been an investment, but I have really enjoyed them. So let's start with these Classicolor red, white, and blue on one side of the steps, and let's see how they look. So we're gonna start at the top so that we can compare some of the lights. These are the Candleglow that I have right now. I'm gonna leave them plugged in, but because they're LED, they're not hot. And so that's one of the huge benefits with these lights. Let's take these out. And all of them are working. It looks like one on the other side has gone a little dim. But these have been on every night since basically Christmas. All right, so let's start with some red right here. Some red, there you go. And then white. And these were used in the Christmas season, and they're still working. Red, white, and blue. You know, the camera will make the colors look a little bit off, but if these were incandescent bulbs, you really wouldn't notice. And so we're gonna go all the way around right here, and let's put another red in. So there's the red, white, and blue that we're gonna add, and this is a wire that I custom made for my steps. And so I bought SPT1 wire and SPT1 plugs, and I made this wire custom for these steps, which is basically the best way to do Christmas lights because then you can have everything perfect and to the right size. So we're gonna do red, white, and blue right here. So let's put this blue in, and then we're gonna go back to red right here. So one thing I did have a problem with last year was I got a little bit of corrosion from 2 years ago. And so what I did is I bought little rubber pieces to put around the bulbs that stopped the water from getting in. And the lights that I installed last year had no corrosion. So the ones that are like this, I bought last year, and the ones that have some corrosion are from a couple years ago before I knew to put in the rubber pieces. But I just like putting in Christmas lights. All right, so here we have the Classicolor red, white, and blue around my steps. So now we're gonna put on the Jeweltone, and we're gonna see which one we like better. I'm gonna use this multi-Jeweltone box of Tru-Tone bulbs, and it has magenta, orange, blue, red, and green. I made a whole video going over all the colors that I'll link up here in the top. And then these, whoops, are what I'm going to use, and these are glass, so if you drop them, they will break. But I'm going to put these Jeweltones on the other side of my steps. All right, let's start this side where I'm gonna put Jeweltone. So let's take out this Candleglow. And remember, because they're LED, they're not very hot. So I can just pull them out, and they do not use a lot of electricity. So we're gonna do red, white, and blue like we did on the other side. So let's use these Jeweltones. So as you can see the filament inside, which is really cool. And I really like the blue. My only issue with the blue is they did fade a little bit more than the other colors did. So we got red, white, blue. Now let's come up here. So we're gonna start with here, this red, white, this is gonna be blue right here. So let's put a blue in. This won't take too long. And these blues I have used for quite a while. Red, so we'll put a red up here. There you go, look how nice those reds look. So here are the jewel tone of red, white, and blue around my steps in the C9 version. And like I said, these are all custom wires around here. Right here, I can see all of the bulbs. I'm going to put the Classicolor on the top, and I'm going to put the jewel tone on the bottom, and then we can compare what the colors look like next to each other before I really decide what I want. So the bottom will be red, white, blue, just like this, red, white, blue. And the top will be red, white, and blue also. So we'll put blue over here, white in the middle, and red on the side. So we've got red, white, blue, and Classicolor, and red, white, blue, and jewel tone on the bottom. So which ones do you like better, the Classicolor or the jewel tone? It's kind of hard right now. So we'll come back when it gets a little bit darker and we'll hopefully get a better view of them. So there's the jewel tone on one side and the Classicolor on the other side. Right now, I'm not really sure which one I like more. I am just a huge fan of the jewel tone, and I really like that you can see the filaments. For some reason, I like that there's like just the sharper color that pops out through them. But because it's not very dark right now, it's kind of hard to tell. And this one definitely has a more classic, almost carnival feel to it, which it looks cool. So we'll come back and we'll test it out right now. All right, now we're a little bit darker, so let's come check out what we have. Here are the jewel tone on this side, and here are the Classicolor on this side. All right, let's compare the two. Up here I have the Classicolor, and down here I have the jewel tone. I think I'm gonna go with the jewel tone this time. I just really like the style that they create. And I do have them on a dimmer, and so I will dim them so they won't be so bright, but they almost kind of look like fireworks, the way that they have the filament showing at the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace all these Classicolors with the jewel tone, and when I'm done, it'll be a little bit darkened. I can show them off a little bit better. And yep, I absolutely love it. So let's look at it real quick. So there we go, there's my red, white, and blue jewel tone on the front steps of my house. Didn't take me too long to switch them out. I really love the jewel tone look, like I said, where I can see the filament. I think it just makes it stand out brighter and almost like a firework. So these are awesome. I can get a few weeks out of them in the summer, and then I'll probably just go back to white for the rest of the summer, and then maybe at Halloween we'll put in some orange, and then after that we'll be ready for our holiday and Christmas colors, which I can't wait to put back up. I'm sure I'll have to order some more. Apparently I don't have a whole box of blue jewel tone, so we might have to order some of those. But other than that, I'm super excited. It just gives me one more chance to use these lights. So thanks for watching my random summer Christmas light update.